This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep down. He's got a man, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jackson now. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Zadarius Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's complete to John Ross. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Crunch down, defense.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He'll get that to develop the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Now he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready? 59. Mike, 59. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 44-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks him, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 39, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll run on second down with Blue. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Des Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, here's Murray. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Jackson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Stop, yo. Watch one.
On second and 12, Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return, and a Saint touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jamal Sheard on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now Murray. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They come out here in the I. To throw, it's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Murray now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Panthers take over. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Mark 5. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. X3.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A little juke. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my work.
Shotgun now from Murray. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. Third down here.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike's 4-2.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Check it out, Reed.
The first down carry here for Johnson. They can't corral him. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check. 42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic. Zoom, zoom.
Play fake. Murray. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Back to throw it. Murray. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Murray now, third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on fourth and goal. They're going for it. It's Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Brings up second and 10 at the 8-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Jackson throwing after the interception.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Saints, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.